Ladies and gentlemen, Yuuki fam, boys and girls, today is the Xdefiant beta, and I am very excited today. Today is the day that we get to test Xdefiant potentially for the final time before the game releases officially. Now, there's a rumor out there that it's going to come out October 1st, but according to a tweet I just read, that is just a typo. That is incorrect. No Xdefiant October 1st. But you never know. Mark Rubin has the keys to this puzzle, so you never know. But according to a tweet, there is a tweet there. No October 1st. That was just a typo. But enough about typos and everything. Let's talk about the upcoming beta test that we're about to feast on today, and we will be feasting on this beta test at 2:30 p.m. Pacific, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. So come on by on YouTube and Kick. On YouTube, I am going to be on the Yuuki Productions channel. On Kick, I am YuukiPlays. All right, let's get into it. What is in this beta that we need to take a look at for today? Well, for today, we're going to take a look at what is in the beta, and I'm going to be talking about my thoughts about the beta and what I think about Xdefiant as a game as a whole, because it will give us a little bit of a timeline or outline of what to expect for the game. Okay, so here is what we're having for today. Here's what we're about to feast on for this session. So on the bottom of the page here, that's for today. The time is from 12 p.m. Pacific to 6 p.m. Pacific, or for our Eastern friends, 3 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern. We will be live at 2:30 p.m. Pacific, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it because this is the only one that we're gonna be able to do for today in terms of Xdefiant. The content we're feasting on today is the preseason content, which includes the maps, modes, and weapons and attachments will be unlocked. So, if you're worried about grinding for these things, don't worry. They're going to unlock it for you for the public test session to make sure that everything works correctly and there are no bugs. That's why today's stream is important for feedback. Just keep in mind there is no NDA, so no NDA. So go ahead and stream it. Have some fun. Okay. Now we're gonna take a look at the serious stuff, or I should say, like what am I looking forward to and the timeline. So if you have not been keeping up with the channel or have not been keeping up with Xdefiant, let me give you a brief timeline of what we've been looking forward to. So back in June of 2023, we started having the first beta of Xdefiant, and this was the first time I learned about this game back with the open beta in June. And this beta was not bad. I actually enjoyed Mr. Beta, and this beta allowed us to test the game for the first time. We have the game features. If you're not aware of what the game is, it's basically a 6v6 arcade shooter like Call of Duty used to be, and there's different factions with different powers. Like for example, a shield, or like other cool effects that you can do. There's grenades, of course, but the draw is the factions with the powers. There's even one faction called Deck, which you can unlock if you played the beta back in June, where there's a spider. There's a little shocking spider thingy that shocks the opponent, and you can get a free kill, basically. So that's one of the draws of X Defiant, along with the 6v6 arcade styled of game. So that was back in June. The game, in terms of the beta, was not bad. It was actually a very good beta. I scored it 95 out of 100. The only reason why I took off 5 points is because I noticed that if you try to play with your friends, you can't. or if even if you did, there will be connection issues. But hopefully, they will be fixed for the PC test only for today. So we'll see what happens. Keep in mind that today's beta test is only for PC. You must have a Ubisoft Connect account to play for today. That is the rule. I'm just looking. I'm just reading what I see here. Okay. So that was back in June. Then July, August, and September rolled around. We're still in September, but get used to it. July, August, and September rolled around, and we still haven't heard of a release date. And a lot of people were concerned because once we get into October, knowing that Call of Duty has a beta coming up for the Modern Warfare 3 in November, the beta for Modern Warfare 3 is coming out October the 6th for everybody who wants to try it out. I will be participating because I want to make a review, but I'm not going to be playing the game in November. But let's continue here. The reason why a lot of people are concerned is because Call of Duty is going to definitely take the numbers because a lot of people are trying to get out of COD and into Xdefiant, but because the game is taking too long to release, the fans want to play something. So that something might be Call of Duty. And while that's okay and all, a lot of people want to get out of COD because of the way they're handling things, and it makes sense. They still haven't fixed a lot of bugs that they featured in the game. Apparently, they finally addressed the UAV bug, which is a miracle if you know about what that is. It's basically if you have a UAV and you're gonna stay up, it's gonna stay up kind of thing. But that's the UAV bug for you, and it was annoying a lot of people. It was annoying a lot of people, and they finally fixed it. Like before COD Modern Warfare 3 comes out. Wow. So that's the story of the thing here. Now, a lot of people are referring to this game, Xdefiant, as what they called so-called Call of Duty killer. Okay, let me address that one because I don't think that's the correct term. Call of Duty killer, killer is an incorrect term, and here's why. First off, Call of Duty is always going to win no matter what because it's a game that a lot of people play. It's the most popular of the FPS style. Albeit a lot of people are leaving because of what they're doing, but you're still going to see a lot of people online no matter what playing Call of Duty. And it makes sense. A lot of people play COD ever since they were younger. I played COD when I was younger. I started playing Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and I enjoyed that one. And the multiplayer was fun. That's my first introduction into anything Call of Duty related. So I had a lot of fun with that. Okay? And it was a lot of fun. And I enjoyed that. But Call of Duty Killer? Hmm. I might as well call it Call of Duty competition. Because competition, I think, is the better keyword here. Because Call of Duty does not have any competition. Uh-uh. I don't think so. I'm sorry. But Call of Duty does not have any competition at this point. And a lot of people are saying that X Defiant could do it. If X Defiant does things correctly and Mark Rubin stays on track, then I do agree that X Defiant will be Call of Duty's competition. Okay? And I'm excited to play. So now that we talked about the timeline and the context, let's talk about what we're really here for. What am I looking forward to as we get ready for today's beta and the game itself? I'm really looking forward to testing out everything. I want to test out the maps. I want to test out the weapons, the attachments, everything. I'm looking forward to this very, very, very much. Okay? This is, I think, the only day that I'm going to have like two streams on two different games. And there's no VR chat today. So that makes it even more fun. But my point is, we're testing out a lot of things today. We're going to form a review video based on your feedback and my thoughts. I'm going to be writing some notes down as we take a look at it. Keep in mind that it might be laggy because there's going to be a lot of people today. Okay? So that's one thing I'm looking forward to. A lot of people having some fun. We're going to test some maps. We're going to be testing some weapons, ammo, all that cool all that cool jazz. I'm excited. I'm also looking forward to see if they fix the networking. There's no console networking this time around, but how are they handling the networking, especially after the beta? Will they have it fixed? They need to have that one fixed before they release it. Otherwise, it's gonna be messed up, and we don't want that for Xdefiant. Especially a lot of hype comes into this game, and it's very important that they work on networking. Okay, so that's number two. Number three, I'm looking forward to this game more specifically because at least I have something to play when I'm looking forward to some when I'm feeling it. Either ranked mode or anything. Okay? This game might be it. We have three games in the rotation that fit the bill for our little fun stuff. We have Fortnite, we have Halo Infinite, which is coming back after a while. I'm coming back to it. And now we could have X Defiant. So I'm looking forward to it as a casual having some fun thing. Although don't expect a lot of casual players as much now that a lot of people want to play on e-league or e-sport or make money playing video games. For us, it's more of the joy of having fun and the excitement of having fun. Okay? So number four, I'm looking also forward to what they come up with in the beta. There might be some surprises. Apparently, in the main game, they're gonna have like a training, like not training, but a beginners mode, where if you're below level 20, you can actually go into this so-called beginners playlist, and you can play with those less than level 20. And it's a good way to learn how Xdefine works without being pressured into the sweat fest that is going to be Xdefine. So I'm looking forward to that. And number five, their training area. Back in June, back in the beta in June, we got to see their training area, and boy was it fun. This training area is not only your regular target practice, Call of Duty, but it's also your recoil practice. It's also your target practice, and it's also your regular target practice. In the the practice arena for X Defiant, if you head to the right side where they have the target practice, there's a two station. On the right, there's another target practice actually, but that one's special because it shows you how much damage and how long is a TTK, time to kill, in the target. And based on the weapon that you have, it would update that every time you hit a target, and the numbers will pop up, how much damage you have done to the target. That's a simulation of what you're going to see in the battlefield. And that is very much that's very much detailed. There, Mark Rubin and the team is paying attention to feedback from those who used to play COD, and that right there is a product of feedback, folks. And the recoil practice thing, they didn't need to do that, but they did, and it's gonna be fun. So that's how it's gonna work. That's how the thing is, and I'm excited for that. Okay, so those are the five things I'm looking forward to when it comes to the beta, and when it comes to the actual game. Now it's time to make a prediction. When do I think the actual Xdefiant game comes out? We're not talking about any more betas. We're talking about the real thing now. When do I think it's coming out? Okay, if X if this beta is anything to go by, I think it's coming out October. I can't believe I'm saying this. October 25th. Not because it's my birthday. I really think it's coming out on or before October 25th. I'm making that prediction right now. October 25th or before, because this is the time. Call of Duty has their beta, Xdefiant has their beta as the game. If we can push it, put it October 25th or below or before, we have a shot. Xdefiant is gonna beat Call of Duty. But I'm not gonna talk about like, Xdefiant is gonna beat more than Call of Duty. I'm talking about this in a way of, let's go, Xdefiant fam. Let's go. Let's let's beat Call of Duty at their own game. Knock on wood, everybody. We're gonna have some fun. That's it for the prediction video. We'll be back at 2:30 for the real beta, and then 9:30 tonight, Fortnite. We'll be live on Kick and YouTube. Once again, Kick, YuukiPlays. YouTube, Yuuki Productions. This is it. This is gonna be it. That is gonna be big time. We'll see you guys at 2:30 for the beta.